Good morning. Here I am in the back of the card. That's the back of the cards there. This is a single card flip through for people who like that first. I'm going to do it first this time so you can see them up close. This is a deck printed from Make Playing Cards that I recently received. And there's some changes that need to be made, but most of all, I'm happy for most of it. You'll see some cards that are a little too dark. I've corrected some things, other things I'm still working on. But that came back on June 10th. This arrived. So I've been looking at it since then. And as we'll see later, also started on kind of a book to go with it, but it's not a guidebook. That's a chariot, which for some reason gets looked at a lot because these images are also out there on Fine Art America or Pexels, whatever, depending on where you are in the world. It's got two different names. There's the Wheel of Fortune. And I went through the whole process this time where I, instead of the normal JPEGs or PNGs, I created TIFF files, TIFF. I asked them what their CMYK, which is another kind of color system for printing as opposed to on the screen, which is RGB. I asked them for the ICC color profile, and I think it matches up pretty closely to what I see on my iPad. Of course, that's backlit, so that'll always be brighter and able to see more detail. But we're getting through them here. I forget how long this portion is. I think it's about 5 minutes or something. There's a world card. That image gets looked at a lot too, without the 21 and the word world. Ace of Wands. I might want to make that ace bigger. So hopefully these are clear to see. And I'll try to mark all the spots where these things occur. Like they have those chapters now on YouTube, so you can quickly go to something. Seven of Wands. Wands, I tried to focus on sunflowers, which is pretty obvious. The Ten of Wands, kind of a cute Ten of Wands. Page of Wands, a lot of flame. I don't really always adhere to the same colors in the background because, I just did this kind of one image at a time without some big forethought of what to do. See, Ace of Cups, so I got to change the other ace. That one's complicated. But there is the blue for the cups, and that one's got a mistake. That's the Four of Cups, should be not the Two of Cups. Five of Cups. I think they came out pretty good. Maybe I want to try that new paper they have, like recycled paper, eco or something they call it. It looks like it would add texture, but without I changed that Page of Cups to make it more Egyptian instead of modern. For some reason I had an Egyptian theme there with the Nile and all that. And now for the swords. That should go at the top. Ace of Swords. I got stuck on peacocks, some peacock feathers, so there's a lot of that in the swords, which seemed appropriate. Some of the cards behind show through because the thing I made out of clay there doesn't fit every deck precisely, perfectly. Eight of Swords, I kind of like that one. I really like the Nine of Swords, something about her and the brush. Ten of Swords. Page of Swords could have used a lot more work, and it's dark. Knight of Swords, bird on a bird. Queen of Swords, peacocks. King of Swords, kind of a peacock poking its head around. Here comes the Pentacles. That needs to go to the top too. 2 of Pentacles, I like that one. 3 of Pentacles. A little splash of color in there with the rings. These are dragons or dragon-like things. 6 of Pentacles. And now I think I will disappear from this. My head over there on the left, which is fine. And then I'll lay them out the way I prefer to look at cards, where it's, the suit together, the trumps together. As a jade dragon. Queen. It's a acrylic painting I did. Here comes the backs again, I think, which I'm kind of got behind me in this little squircle thing over here. There it is. It's the first story in the book, which I'll get to here in a second. Let's see if it keeps going like it's supposed to. I guess it didn't, so I've got to do it. Okay, here we go. That was messed up a little bit. Oh well. So this is the trumps laid out in 3 rows of 7, like I like to show them. That's the Fool up close, and that's the back up close. But you've already seen all these up close, so I'm not sure why I'm doing that here. So hopefully it will go to the next one this time. And it got rid of my head. That's good. So far, everything's going according to plan. The lighting's not perfect. Here come the wands. Good. I just think they're easier to see this way. And they're beside each other. Here come the cups. That's good. I think the audio's still working. You can see the mistake there marked by the red pen for the 2 of cups, which should be the 4 of cups. And then some of them are darker. I'm pointing out I changed the page of cups so she's more Egyptian-like. Here come the swords. Peacock feathers, feathers in general. I'm saying the page of swords I think is a bit dark. Probably needs more work, but we'll see. And the ace of swords should go at the top. Here come the pentacles. And you can't even read ace of pentacles, so that's definitely got to go at the top. And then I don't see anything else. Oh, the head on the 8 of pentacles. You can't see it's a dragon's head. Okay, now I'm back. And I wanted to show that I have started, not completed, but started the book. And hopefully it's showing up here. Right now, it's a Kindle Vella story, which is, made up of episodes, kind of like chapters. But I've done 2 so far. I've got, obviously, a long ways to go, like 78. But it's called Taropian Songs. And I'm going to call the deck Taropian Songs instead of using my name or the, channel name. Because I think that has something about it. I don't know what that something is, and if you're in a location, I think currently these can only be seen in the U.S. or U.S. territories or whatever the U.S. is. So you may not be able to see this, but my intention when it's done is to make it an actual book, an ebook, paperback, maybe a hardcover for myself, but we'll see. Because they're all pretty easy to make. This is actually a bit more work, this Vella thing, than making a regular book. So you can see there it is. That's me, the author. It's going to be, I'm not sure why I said 79. I guess I'm not counting the preface. But it would come here, and the first 3 of these are free. And to read the others, and for some reason, they put everything in a circle, which is fine, I guess. It gives it a fisheye look. I don't know. But to read past 3, you got to buy some tokens, and I forget what it is. I think it's like 200 tokens for $2. And the least an episode can be is 6 tokens, all the way up to a ridiculous 50 tokens. Who's going to read, 5,000 words on their phone? Maybe, but I don't think so. So that's all I had to say. Just an update on where the deck is and the book to go with it, which is not a guidebook. These are just going to be stories that come to me as I look at each card. And I already have here the preface explaining all that. And then the first chapter is called From Behind, meaning the backs of all the cards. So let's come back over here so I can see me. So with that, I'm going to say peace.